We're going to start by climbing up on the roller, laying back so your head and tailbone are completely supported. And then just take your arms overhead and sweep slowly to your comfortable range of motion. And then let your arms fly out to the sides. Only as far as feels good. Last one, bend your elbows with your palms towards the ceiling, then make an arc towards the top of your head. Do all of those as many times as feels good, and when you're done, let yourself roll off the roller onto the floor. Just appreciate how that feels to the back. Now I'm going to show you a way to use the roller more dynamically to release tension in the upper back. So take that roller behind you, just as if you're leaning back, hanging out. Support the back of your head with your hands. If your arms don't like to be wide, you could use one hand at a time. You're going to lift the hips and use the legs just to roll like a rolling pin over that upper back. About 10 passes is the basic amount. That roller slips away, just tuck it back under, lift your hips, and enjoy that release. So as high as your shoulders, as low as your middle back, until you've had enough. Good. And then release. Feels fantastic. I'm going to show you some interesting things to do with tubing to give you both core strength, stability, and work on your shoulders. All of this hopefully without increasing or causing any additional pain. So we're starting with our light tubing hooked around any kind of a strong anchor. I happen to have it on a cart of weights here. If you have an upright post or even a sturdy doorknob, that's going to work for you. I'm going to show you first a basic row. So you have some tension on the tubing and you have your palms facing each other. As you pull the tubing, you're working your shoulders and back at the same time that you're keeping your core and your midsection tall and stable. Shoulder tops stay away from your ears. This is a simple, straightforward row. We're going to add something to it by simply changing your hand position facing up. Squeezing back. And feel your shoulders bracing your midsection. Going with the flow and breathing. The third position, turning your palms down. Pull back with your shoulders and elbows a little bit wider. Notice I'm staying very tall throughout. Breathing. Feeling that pulling on the core and resisting that pull, that's what develops our core stability and strength. And release. So I'm going to show you our final rotator exercise using the tubing. This should be your lightest tubing. And if you have a small towel, that's going to tuck right under your elbow. This exercise is for your rotator cuff muscles, which you may have heard about, that support your shoulder. So we're going to stand tall, have a little bit of tension on your tubing with your wrist lined up with the rest of your forearm, and we're just rotating out as if your upper arm is a hinge and you're moving your entire arm smoothly. Doesn't have to be far. We're looking to feel this in the area in the back of the shoulder blade. If you're feeling up here, just release your shoulder, go a little bit less intensely, and you're going to be fine. 8 to 10 per side. Release, and then do the other side the same way.